we'll talk about list in a Python. So what is list? List is a collection of elements in a single variable. Like we can create a one list with a variable name list1, and it has element 1 2 4 7 5, which is separated by commas, and it is surrounded by square brackets. So this is one list with a variable name list1, and when you print this one, it will show the list with the elements. And in the list, we can know the length of the list by giving the function len, and passing the list inside the len as an argument. So when we print this one, it will shows the length of the list we have created. So for that one, len function is used. And in the list, we can list are generally mutable, its element are changeable. We can add, remove the element in the list. So for adding the elements, we'll use the function append. Append is the function which can add the elements at the last of the list. So when you type the command list1.append and give the element inside the append function as an argument and print the list, then it will just add this one element j at the end of this list which we have created earlier. So let us run this command. So now we can see that the element j is added at the end of this list. Similarly, we can clear the list, all the list elements, by giving the function .clear. So for that one, we can give the command .clear, list1.clear, and print that. If we print that list, then it will show that now the list is empty. So we can clear the elements of the list by giving the function clear. Similarly, we can add the elements by giving the command list.insert, and at which index number we want to add the desired elements. Then we can specify that index number, and it will add or insert this element inside the list. So if we run the command list1.insert, and it will add the element a at the index number 1. So if we again run this one, now our list have the elements 1 2 4 7 5, and if we insert the element a at the first, then it will let us run the command, and now we can see that element a is inserted at the index number 1, means second, as a second element. So this way we can insert the element in the list. Similarly, we can remove the element in the list by giving the remove function. So for removing the element in the list, we can give the remove function. So now again we'll remove the element a. For that one, we'll give the remove function. So and when we print the again the list, our list, then it will print the list element without a. So let us run this one. So now we can see that our element a has been removed, which was earlier in the list. Now the list has no element with a. In the earlier example, we have seen that list contain the single data type like all over numerical, but list could contain any data type like numerical, string, and boolean. So in this example, we create another list with the numerical, string, and boolean, and let us run this one command. So we can see that our list 2 has the element with 3 data type: numerical, this a, b are string, and this 2 is boolean. So list can contain any data type. The elements, another thing is that the elements in the list are indexed. That means we can access the element by giving the index number. So if you want to access these elements in the list, then you can give the index number. Here in the example, if you want to access the elements from first to third element, then you can give from starting from 0th index to second index without without fourth index. 3 means fourth in the Python. So when you run this one, it will show the first 3 elements of the list. So this way you can access the element in the list. Now let us like a list can contain the multiple list in a single list. So list can be collection of multiple lists. Here in the example, list 3 contain 3 lists inside, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is one list. This has numerical data type, and AB is another list, and this one we have third list, and so 3 lists inside a one variable list 3. So list 3 contain 3 lists. So in this example also, if you want to access the elements in the list, then you can do that one also. So now in this example, if you want to access the element A, which is inside the second list, so if you give the command list 3 and 1 means 0, 1. Second list first element, second list means 1 and first element means 0. So if you do like that one, then it will give the element A. List 3 with index 1 and 0 will give the element A. In the list there is another important function called iter function. So from this function we can iterate the element one by one. So for this one, let us first print the list 2. The list 2 contain the element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, and 2. So if you create one, let us give these commands at the next cell. So our list to contain the element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, and 2. And we have declared one variable iter1, and iter1 we have given the function iter, and the list we have just created. So if you run this one, then it will assign the list to our iter function. So if you print this iter function with our next function, that is next, like if you give the next function, and inside the next function if you pass the iter1 variable we have just created, then it will print the first element. Let us see, like it gives us the first element of the list, and if you again run this command, it will give the next element, like it was for one was the first element. Then if you again run, then it will show the second element. If you again run this one, then it will print the third element. If you continuously run this command, next function which has iter1 variable, and this iter1 has been assigned with the iter function earlier, so it will continuously print the element which was one element ahead, like 4, then it will print 5, then it will print a. So these are the some of the important functions in the list, and main thing is that list contain the elements in a single variable, and list could contain a multiple list inside a single variable. The elements in the list are mutable. We can remove the elements, we can append the elements inside the list, and we can clear the list also. And one last thing is that, like in the list we can duplicate the value also, like if you give the list 1 with the element 1 to 4 4, here 4 element 4 4 are repeated, that we can duplicate the elements in the list. Let us run this one. See, element list 1 contain 2 element 4, so in the list that we can repeat the elements in the list also. So these are some of the important concepts of the list in Python. Thank you.